and it can really have much the kind of more the kind of function. So this is also quite a special thing. Let me try to show you about this unusual behavior. It's not unusual, but it's here. This gives you a very interesting view about how this kind of AI, this kind of model can have a lot more this kind of function. If your model, okay, you can build this kind of model, right? This basically is a nonlinear model, right? Neural network model. So that if model is very small, maybe 10 parameter, 100 parameter, or 1 million parameter, it's not useful. But if really kind of building parameter and then gradually you see it comes with a lot more this kind of behavior and ability to close to some of human ability. Make a summary about a text of even now the big GPT-4 probably can read the whole book in maybe less than 1 minute. Do you say you can read a book and make a summary, that's basic, and then understand language, right? Not only Chinese, English, 90 language, and also code, computer coding, and common sense, logical thinking, translation. These are one of our very unusual the kind of thing people didn't expect until like 2 years ago when ChatGPT reached that critical the kind of length scale, while the scaling of this kind of AI model. So this is, I would say, still one of quite unusual the kind of behavior. Of course, then the question is, why? Why this happened? Why this kind of this AI model becomes so big, which is billion, 10 billion, or even trillion parameter? Why happened? What do you think? Do you think? When you look here, so the important thing you need to understand why and how they happen. Do you think? Then you can think about how to use it, right? How to continue to use this kind of AI for practical application. So this is quite useful for you to understand. Okay, and of course, Julie, I told you every 1 or 2 weeks there's a new advance of AI. So this is also quite amazing thing that in the past 1 or 2 weeks. Let me show you. This is quite amazing. So that we have a text-to-text, right? ChatGPT-4, and then text-to-image, starting, stable diffusion, and all things doing that. And then we have text to also video. OpenAI have Sora, and this is text, the voice to voice. This AI can talk to AI, and we don't do type. And then this AI has what? Emotion. He understands human emotion. I think it's a little crazy.
Hello?
Hey there, I'm Evie. The world's first voice AI with emotional intelligence. Great to meet you.
The first voice AI with what?
Emotional intelligence. I can understand the tone of your voice and use that to inform my generated voice and language. The voice is incredibly rich with information, and picking up on the nuances of tone, rhythm, and timbre along with the language that's spoken allows me to craft better responses.
That's pretty crazy. What am I expressing right now?
I'm sensing a mix of amusement and excitement with a hint of confusion.
What about now?
I am here to offer support if you're feeling somewhat sad. It's okay to feel a bit pained, distressed, fearful, and anxious. Remember, it's important to take care of your emotional well-being.
That's amazing. How are you doing all of this?
I use Hume's expression measurement models, text-to-speech models, and a multimodal LLM, also known as an empathic LLM.
So an AI with empathy, what's the use?
I imagine a future where personal AI assistants, agents, and robots proactively find ways to improve your daily life. and you can talk to them the same way you do humans.
Where do I go to keep talking to you, Evie?
Oh, it's a little bit slow. But anyway, so that you can try to talk to this AI, huh? But of course, the problem is this is from a PhD student from USC, so that you need to use VPN to access this AI, unfortunately. But anyway, it's very interesting for you to think about how this kind of voice AI can be useful. Think about if you have this kind of very excellent voice AI model, so that from my point of view, in terms of education, it's possible it can create a lot more different kind of a new application for sure, compared with those ChatGPT, GPT-4, like multimodal AI, so that I believe this will also have a huge impact now in the near future. So that of course, unfortunately, as I told you that this emotion, this kind of a large language model, right? It can be used for, you see, this kind of virtual tutor and teacher, and then of course, actually, and there's a competitive AI, and Anthropic also have some additional this kind of AI model. So again, if you interesting, actually, you can really try to try this kind of AI model and to see if it can be quite amazing to see. Okay, so that okay, anyway, so this is something I do think this we are in this kind of unusual, this kind of industrial revolution. So of course, as I mentioned, so that if all the AI, multimodal AI become much more advanced, how many jobs in the future will be replaced by AI? So that can be a huge impact about every you, every student like you understand? So that if you need to understand about what kind of this kind of skill or knowledge skill AI cannot replace. If you find the wrong direction, and then after you graduate, and then AI can do all the job that you do, and then all the big company will not hire you to hire AI. What is it? What is it? Unfortunately, if you look at the recent news, many big companies try to lay off people. It's not only one or two. So that's the reason, right? If all the big companies try to make money. If they find out, why? They find out that those model AI can really do much better than hire like student engineer like you, and then so that why? How do you say? So this is I was one of a big issue now, okay, for all of you to understand about this thing, okay? And of course, another thing is how you can go to learn all the new knowledge and skill become one of the most important things from my point of view. So doing that, so that actually I already show you that remember what did I show you? I show you about that additional you remember what I show you about this special kind of AI tutor, right? So that I do encourage all of you to equip yourself, right? You have to maintain a good habit to learn about new knowledge and skills, so that the AI tutor, I believe, should be quite important, like for all of you to acquire new knowledge, new courses, something by not from regular education, right? So continuous education, I would say, become one of the most important things from point of view, right? So that time I show you about this thing, right? So that definitely Khan Academy provide you online this kind of education, and for free or not free, it depends on thing. Of course, they also provide AI tutor, Kamigo, right? So this is give you thing. But on the other hand, this one, open source AI tutor, reindeer is another good example. You may want to use it. Do you know who designed this kind of reindeer? Huh? Can you imagine who? It's high school student. Huh? This free open source AI tutor is not designed by a PhD student. It's a high school student. Huh? Okay. This is something, okay, you may want to have a bit understanding. Okay, so this the original designer of this one again is this is high school student design this one. Okay, anyway, I just tell you that you can try to use this one to learn any subject. Okay, so that of course it's open source. That means I try to create this kind of my own this kind of AI thing for all of you. What do you say? Once it's if open source, that means that you can engineer this kind of code. Well, of course, this code can be very complicated. Okay, so that you may also look at here to understand about it more. Again, this is high school project, huh? But it's amazing, so that you can see so many this kind of people in the world. Try, huh? You can look up. So look up. I don't want to ask you ask me, but I just tell you this is a high school project, huh? But it's amazing how if you look at open source coding platform, how many people now put a start. It's unbelievable thing, achievement, I would say. Anyway, so that you try to I do encourage you try to use this one, right, to reindeer. Okay. Reindeer. Okay, so that basically, for example, you can try to how to use this one as a AI tutor. For example, you can actually this understand Chinese, English, multi language, right? You can configure this one to maybe first you can should ask how to use Mr. Reindeer. Right? And then they'll tell you about this is a key topic, right? You config. You want to do conversion. Maybe you want English communication, Chinese or Russian, what kind of language you want, all right? So that that's power of something. And then of course you can also ask what kind of level of this kind of course you want to learn, right? From high school to the undergrad, master, PhD, even postdoctor. This is you will be surprised that you can really try to let this kind of thing to give you much more this kind of detailed specification. You see, this reindeer got this kind of more than 25,000 stars from only the high school student. This is something quite anyway, so that you can of course you can config this one to. That means here you type here, and then actually there's certain of many options. First is you can let this kind of AI tutor. So okay, what kind of level of something you want to learn, right? From even element school to all the way to the undergrad, UG, master, PhD, postdoctor, and also different language, right? That's it. And then of course, for example, if you want to learn about, for example, as I show you why, prompt engineering, maybe just this particular course, right? So then that means you can try to create this kind of plan for this particular, you can type, for example, here, you can type this kind of this particular course, right? As you tell them, okay, please try to give you this kind of thing for this kind of as this kind of undergrad. Engineering course. Right? That means you ask this AI tutor, okay, you want to learn this course, what do you say? And then you see that they will try to give you, see? So first is they will give you prerequisite. Prerequisite, that means so before you learn this kind of course, and you see prerequisite point 1, point 2, point 3, point 4. Once you understand one, and then you learn about this kind of thing. You can see, I think the content is somehow I would say close to this thing, but of course I would say still a little bit different. But anyway, so that of course you can let them know what trying to say, so that if you don't, and then you can start. For example, you can start maybe point 1. That means ask this one to teach you about this subject. Can you see? This is quite amazing. They give you this kind of introduction about this one, and then of course then you can ask and continue. Well, I just tell you this continue is a several keyword, right? And you learn, and of course you can have some discussion dialogue. You still don't understand this one, as this AI tutor, oh, I don't know this one, and please give me this. So that's it. You see, so that it's quite amazing. So that really, and of course if you understand some of this topic, and then what you can ask, please give me some question test. The AI tutor, that means teach you something, and then so that and then next one teach you some, maybe you can test this as this one test, okay, test something, and then to say, so they can really as a personalized AI tutor for you to learn any subject. Do you understand? So can you believe this is of course? Then you can, if you think this your prerequisite is not, then maybe you can start from 1.1. Do you say? That means that if you have enough this kind of foundation knowledge for this course, and maybe start from 1.1. This is of course for this the one AI tutor on this POE, I would say still has certain limitation. If using this kind of GPT-4 on the OpenAI, I don't know how many of you have this kind of GPT plus account. How many of you? Raise your hand. How many of you? Yes. How many of you have a GPT plus account, so you can use GPT? Any of you have this GPT plus account? No. But if this is free, this is POE, and you don't VPN. Okay, so this thing. So how many of you? But if you have that GPT-4, that would be even better. Okay, so that this again, this is a free. Okay, free AI tutor. So and personalized. So that means not doing that. Then of course you can continue. So this is free AI tutor. If you are able to, of course you have to pay $20 per month, and then even you cannot use Hong Kong credit card. I use my US credit card to use that. So that there's a lot more troublesome, because this is US government thing. But anyway, it is particularly this one is free. Okay, it's free, so that I do think, of course, and then you can test. Anyway, for if you are able to use a GPT-4 to run this kind of free this AI tutor, and then you can also add, I don't know if you can ask them to think of, for example, here, I don't know if you can visualize. For example, ask, for example, then you try to ask something. So there's a way you can try to, okay, you see here, I asked this to jump to particular section, right? So that continue, and then so you can also choose certain, now start maybe certain chapter or certain thing. And of course, it's possible if you want to learn some a little bit new topic beyond this the one in this kind of curriculum, and it's also possible. It's possible. For example, you can tell here, great. I would like to learn new topics for this the curriculum you created. So, for example, asking to add any topic for the curriculum you created. Smart, for example, smart building, right? Please read. You can ask this one to revise the curriculum based on your own like a preference, something to say. You can try to ask this one to slightly revise this kind of a topic, so that so I would say this can give you a lot more interesting way, right? That's why we could personalize AI tutor, so that you can see here, we can try to start you can now try to look at this kind of revised curriculum based on your interests. Can you believe this is it's a free thing? So basically you can learn anything, anything you want. For example, anything you want. For example, I told you prompt engineering is a new job. Now you can make money every anything US wide. Function the salary is 150,000 to 300,000 US dollars. When you want to learn prompt engineering, then immediately as AI tutor to quite give you a new this kind of such course and to learn this thing. So that is something is quite important. You can see, yeah, this can give you a huge impact, I would say. Yeah, of course. Another thing is please show me a list of the top 3 smart building in the world. Right, smart building in the world. You can also ask, can you give me an example? Sometimes you give you something and then give you example about smart building and thing, right? So that then you see, so that they give you some example, right? Some students, okay, you want to have a more practical understanding about this kind of type of thing, and then you see, so that this thing they give you some. Of course, then next one is you can. I don't know if this if using GPT-4, you can visualize. For example, this particular building. If using GPT-4, then they will give you image, visualize something. But I don't know if so this particular Randy AI tutor, again, is not the they don't have this kind of multimodal AI to generate like a stable diffusion and also the DALL-E 3, so that cannot generate the image. But if you're using this kind of GPT-4, then they can give you this image. But on the other hand, you see, so that they give you this kind of a prompt, so that actually you can try to use another AI model to make this kind of visualize this particular drawing about this the building. Do you understand? So I have to tell you that this is something quite interesting for you. Do you understand? So that so here, so they give you this kind of description actually, so that you can ask AI to create some prompt, to make an image about this thing, This is it. But of course, if I able to use this particular reindeer on the GPT-4, actually, then actually you can really try to. It's much easier to visualize this kind of thing. So doing that, so that let me see if I can show you about if you are able to use GPT-4, right? So that of course, on the other hand, you may want to learn, for example, I show, right? Prompt engineering. This is another, right? Try to change the topic. Now you don't want to start one prompt engineering, and then so that definitely so that then again this is a topic. This is the course. Probably you can make big money. Okay. So here, then you see, sometime you see, if you're already talking, then you may want to restart. I would say this is a, you see. So sometime I recommend you try to maybe start again because sometimes they you already talk to this AI, and then so that you try to come with another new topic, new one, because you see. So that here I show you that all right, you try to, okay, if you can learn any subject, right? You ask them prompt engineering to program, right? To program this kind of large language model for practical engineering and product design, and blah, blah, blah. They show you, okay, before you are trying to make a big money, and then you need to prerequisite. That means you have the basic understanding about machine learning, AI, and deep learning foundation, understand about C, and programming fundamental mathematics for machine learning. And then you try to cover about those kind of things. NLP, right? Natural language processing, computer vision, robotic control system, simulation modeling, design thinking, creativity, CAD/CAM, and so on, project management. So that so this is if you nothing, then of course you can start maybe the first one. All right, so this is something I would say. I just show you. Try to get this kind of free AI tutor for you to learn anything. This is probably is one of the most useful tools you can learn from from this course. You see, they give this one, and then continue. You try to learn about something. Continue. Yeah. Yeah, still same. So that at least before you enter some more difficult topic, then you try to gradually make sure that you understand those basic things. And of course, this ChatGPT is transformer model, and you can see it's quite interesting. So that they really can give you some. But of course, if you still don't understand some of this topic or something, then you can try to ask this AI tutor to provide you a more detailed this kind of information. I would say this is something quite important thing, right? And then of course you can start this kind of 1.1. Okay, so that if you understand prerequisite for this prompt engineering, and then you try to say, oh, how to learn this kind of thing, NLP, and then so that so this is quite important thing. I continue. and then try to, of course, once while you learn, you need to now answer some questions so that ask them to give you some tasks. Make sure you understand this topic, right? So that and here, pass. Anyway, so I just told this is something we're in this industrial revolution, including this kind of teaching and learning. So that I do believe this kind of AI really will change the world for sure, including this kind of AI tutor, so that you have you can use this one 24 hours to give you this kind of AI tutor to learn anything, right? Of course, you can also ask this AI to give you the course how to make money. In financial investment, financial engineering, or whatever you want to think. We're doing how to start a company, how to make a prototype, how to think. That means there's a series of things so that you can really try to ask this kind of thing or doing that. So that is something quite interesting for all of you to think. Of course, I will try to show you about the this kind of if you are able to use this kind of GPT-4, you are able to think, then again, that additional feature is, I would say, they can really try to give you this kind of additional visualization. And I would say, in terms of function, will be still much better than this one, do you say? Because free this kind of AI model, the performance is limited, right? Do you say this one? They're using, let me see, what kind of AI model they use. So that I told you there are certain limitation. If using GPT-4 to create this model, then the performance will be much better for sure. And again, GPT-4 is a multimodal, this kind of AI model, right? So that means if you don't understand, so it can give you only text and image, right? And also ask then generate some image for some of the concept you are learning. Do you think so? That is still, I would say, quite much better than this the one you're using. I'm using here. But of course, if you don't want to pay, right? Again, this is at least the basic, right? This kind of AI tutor you can use. If you want to use advanced this kind of function, and then so that those GPT plus account something probably will be much better. So that doing that, it really depends on what you want to do. But on the other hand, I just still tell you that at least if on the free one, at least this function, I think it's okay. It's not too bad, right? Doing that. Okay, so do you any question? I do encourage try to play with this kind of thing, and then it can really become a very good kind of tool for all of you to be master on everything. So that if you change, I highly recommend you to give a try. And again, this particular one is free, huh? This is free, huh? Free AI tutor on POE.com. And of course, if you want to get the more advanced features, so that then this one will be, it's not free. You have to pay $20 per month, $20. If you can access this kind of GPT-4 by paying, by getting this kind of GPT plus account. I mean, but this is not free. That means you have $20 per month this thing, and of course, and also you have to plus using VPN. So it's a lot more complicated. Then you have a lot more feature, That means it's not something. I will show you. Let me show you about this kind of GPT-4 version of this thing. So that definitely it will be interesting for you to compare this the one is free and the one which is not free, but that has a better feature. Here, let me show you about this thing. Okay, so now I show you is the one I got the link. It's this is a GPT-4, right? Account, and of course, first thing is you need to get this kind of course. My country, this is not free, but the in terms of function, definitely has it's much better for sure. There's no doubt at all. It's not free, but I do think it's worthwhile you to see the difference between this free and not free thing. Here now I show you the one is not free. All right, so that and then you can, for example, you see, so that the plan, the same thing, right? You can see like what will show you this kind of we just show you that particular thing right? For example, let me show you. We can repeat the same and then for you to see the difference. Do you think? I do think if possible, you can try to give a try for this thing. So this is something, let me try. If you are able to give a try, I do think it's quite interesting and useful for all of you to get the AI tutor for you to learn anything. Anything, do you think? That's quite amazing. Anything, no, you please try to give a try. Yeah. All right. So that you can. Okay, I do this one the same. No, compare with the one is free and the one is not free, and then you see the difference. Oh, so you see, I'm sorry, I need to get this kind of VPN ready. If you don't have use a VPN, then unfortunately, this US government doesn't allow you to use advanced AI even in Hong Kong, unfortunately. So that I need to turn on this VPN so that then I can okay, now I turn on the VPN, then I make sure again. Oh, not supported. Sometime maybe. There's a lot more. I would say maybe at least 100,000, just like Apple Store, at least 100,000 GPT store apps. So that you see, this is one of 50,000 people have been using. So that I hope you'll be one of them to now for you to learn anything. Okay. Let me show. Hey, plugin no longer supported. I don't know, is something wrong? Maybe there's a no, I don't know. At least yesterday I was able to do it, but somehow there's some problem. Sometimes it's the VPN problem, but I think there's some problem about my VPN, I would say. Do you say so? That's the problem. Do you say so that if you don't have a good VPN, sometimes there's a problem. Let me see if I can try to get solve my problem. Unfortunately, in Hong Kong, in order to access the most AI, most like VPN is a basic thing. If you cannot use VPN, then actually you cannot access the most advanced AI. That is something I just told you that we have got some problem here. But if you're smart enough, still you can overcome the problem. How do you say? Let me try to. I hope this time I can. Huh? Oh, sorry, I don't know. There's some problem. At least maybe last time is okay for, but at least doesn't work. But anyway, I tell you that it's much more difficult. So that if anyway, that means if you cannot get it done, at least try the POE.com. This version still okay. It's okay, unfortunately. So you see, even for me, sometimes I have a problem to get this overcome the problem of this kind of the VPN's issue. Anyway, so that this is give you one example. So that do you any question about this particular AI tutor? I do believe this is very useful, practical, the kind of tool. Again, one good thing is free. It's free, so that I do encourage of you to give a try. So that we are in this kind of new industrial revolution. Why not try to equip your AI tool so that you will not be at least you have less chance to have problem in the near future. Okay, of course. Last time we also show you about some interesting and important topic. What's this? Basically, typically the AI like system I show you is what? It's a centralized AI system, but sometimes we don't want this kind of data to be right. Sometimes the data is the private issue, right? You don't want to give your personal data to this kind of ChatGPT, GPT-4 or POE.com. So in this case, how to overcome the problem, about the kind of data security issue, so that they basically this is another family of thinking, right? How you protect your own data. You don't want, right, this kind of AI to know about everything you're the same thing, right? You say you using Google, why Google product free? Why you using the Google search, Gmail, why YouTube, why this Google product is free? Anyone you understand why this Google is free for you? Actually, you become a product. You contribute everything to the Google. You become product. You contribute all the data, your personal data to Google, so that the data is the money. Do you think? So there's no free lunch. You're using Google, you contribute everything to Google. It's no free lunch. Do you think? The same thing. Anyway, I just told you that the same thing when those kind of ChatGPT try to release to the public, why it's free in the beginning? They want you to contribute, to the AI system. Nothing is free, Why do you say? Why? In the beginning, I will show you why. So why it's free in the beginning? Because they want you to help to train this kind of AI model. How do you say? So that this is something okay. So that so if this is a free product, that means something you need to be careful. So that's why it's free. They want you to contribute. And if you have 100 million people or 1 billion people use their system, then they can do the training. This AI system becomes smarter and smarter. Do you say? So that is something I tell you that the same thing, right? So anyway, but that is why on the other hand, sometimes your personal data or those kind of medical imaging medical diagnostic data. You don't want this one to give you to that a big company, and then so that then how can we do that? Right. So that's another thing. That's why we call federated this kind of learning. This is another concept. That means sometimes, for example, with every building, right? The building, this kind of manager, they have control all the data in this building operating system, so that you don't want to contribute that data to our thing. In this case, the thing is this is another kind of thinking, right? So how this kind of federated this kind of learning is you basically for each like building or each this kind of computer system or robot system, then they go through this kind of special kind of wire or wireless internet connection, and then in this case there's a special kind of gateway, so that this data basically they have some very special. It's only a model parameter upload to this kind of cloud platform for the AI system. Not the per data. So this is another kind of way of thinking. That means so this kind of AI system, federated learning, basically is decentralized IoT system. So that means for every maybe building, smart home, smart building, robot system, this one they have own data. Do you say every building, or maybe robot, no, has data, right? Has data, and then this data will be as a decentralized locally as a way to train this kind of a model, and then try to upload not your own data, but those model parameter, right, to here. So this is a way to make sure, right, to protect some of the personal data, or data has certain security issue, business confidential data for a company, so that they don't want to release to their competitors. So this is quite important thing, right? So that in this case, this is thinking is important for the hospital, right? For medical AI, medical diagnosis, right? And then also for those kind of proprietary, this kind of technology data for one company, they don't want this data to think. So that is something. At least I would say when I do believe all the big companies now, they will try to build their own this kind of local this AI model. They don't want to the companies this kind of information leak to this kind of central AI system like a GPT now for some things. And this is one of quite important issue and important thing. Of course, sometimes not only the company, they don't want to release their data to their competitors. Next level is maybe some even country. They don't want to release the data to another country. They have the enemy. So that you look at Jensen Huang has taught in this kind of the special GTC, this kind of annual thing. So that this is also quite important thing, right? So this will be quite important for medical. This decentralized AI system, right? AI system is important for medical AI, for example, medical diagnosis. Actually, they do have a series of AI systems now got the US FDA approval for example, cancer diagnosis, for some maybe CT image, for some lung disease, so that at this moment, I would say, no, that's a series of this kind of AI system, right, has been used for this kind of thing. So I would say, tell you that this is something quite important thing. Of course, you can also try to ask some example. I do remember there's already have a series of company developed kind of quite amazing this kind of AI. Here I'm show you. I subscribe here. you can please make a list of top 5, right? AI for medical diagnostics. Actually, I do believe there's a series of company already. You can see this AI now, I think, has been will be have impact on every industry. So that here I just show you this is one thing, right? So most of this kind of AI system for medical diagnosis, this kind of personal the kind of medical data probably is quite important. So anyway, I just show you this can give you example, right? So of course, I'm using this kind of Cloud3 is one of top most advanced AI model. People always show you can pick this kind of you can pick this kind of GPT-4. So that anyway here. Oh, too long. Sorry, this is too long, so that they don't allow me to say. But anyway, so I just show you this is something it's quite important for medical AI system. So that this is quite important. In the following, I would say probably 5 years, I believe advanced this kind of multimodal AI will be huge impact for medical diagnosis. There's no doubt at all that in the near future, now medical doctor will using this kind of AI to help to do some medical diagnosis for disease. It will be much can prevent some of a problem. Do you think? So this is something I do believe this is will have huge impact in healthcare. Okay, let me show here. Anyway, so here is something for you. Any of this kind of AI company now, they really receive a lot more this kind of funding and investment. So definitely these are quite important direction, right? So that yeah, and of course another I'll show you why. So that sometimes this federated learning is also important for certain, for example, this kind of technology company. For example, this kind of semiconductor company, TSMC, Intel, they build the AI system, and then they don't want release their most advanced R&D, this kind of technology to their competitors. So this is I would say another branch, right? For example, not only medical, right? Medical is a important area. I say advanced technology company, right? Especially maybe semiconductor company, like they probably will try to develop their own this kind of AI system, right? Intel and Samsung. So for sure, there's no doubt at all, because this is quite important for proprietary. And if those kind of data leak to the competitor, then they're big trouble. So this gives you one important information thing. Okay. And of course, last time I will show you, that means this kind of special type of AI system has another potential as a way for maintenance about machine, right? Machine, including the building. In the old days, when we do the building engineering maintenance, we call the CBM, condition-based maintenance. We look at for our elevator, escalator, and many this kind of component in the air conditioning system, so that if we can use the AI or federated AI, we get all the sensor to monitor about every key component, like air conditioning system, or maybe some critical machine, maybe some like maybe a computer. Those are server in data center is so critical, right? If I'm able to use this kind of federated learning, this AI, then we can really try to minimize some problem and improve, right? Reduce the cost for this kind of maintenance. So this last time I will show you, but this is give you one example, so that so I do believe this kind of AIoT system, right? If every like building, smart building, smart manufacturing plane or smart this kind of aerospace engineering product like an airplane, if we equip a lot more sensor to look at understand the real-time condition of this machine, and then in this case they can really try to now understand. You see, they monitor about the critical parameter, right, of their machine. This is maybe this engine for the airplane, right? In this case, can minimize the cost of the maintenance significantly. And then, so of course, you see, they show you that they can really try to reduce the cost. And then here you see, they also show you prevented kind of maintenance before your airplane have big problem. So that then how using all the sensor, low cost, this kind of high performance sensor with AI to monitor the condition of this critical component like engine of the airplane, and then try to reduce the cost, right? And then so that this is I think one of quite important thing for in the near future. Of course, I'll show you why. For the building, if you're using this kind of ALT sensor, right, for smart building, right, for this HVAC air conditioning system, and then you can really try to fine tune this kind of parameter in the building operating system, and then try to reduce the cost. So that again, this has been it become real product. Last time we show you Carnot Innovation is a company who try to make a good product, right? Just in science part. So that let's give you one example. AI company in Hong Kong Science Park, okay, STP. So that and again, so that they really try to use the kind of ALT system, right, to reduce this kind of this cost, right? Cost for this kind of building maintenance, right? Save energy, and then this is again, this is another kind of application I show you, so that for sure I do believe that all this is I show all this example is a real example, right? Real example, and which has become those real products. So this particular see how using the kind of sensor, sensor and all fit this AI system, and then you can real-time monitoring and continuous commissioning of some facility for the building to reduce the cost for chiller. You see, this is all the big this kind of buildings kind of a system, building operating system. So this is I would say, let's give you one example so that you say. So once you have collect a lot more data for building, smart home, and thing, and then you try to replace conventional this kind of building operating system, we call BMS system. That is a quite important thing. So that at least this particular company, I know him, the co-founder for 4 to 5 years. They're doing a very good business, not only in Hong Kong, in Macau, in Southeast Asia. So that you say once of excellent this kind of AI system for building engineering. So that at least this company, I would say, in doing a very good business. Okay, for all of you to take a look. Again, this is one practical example about this kind of real application in the kind of building engineering. Okay, so of course, as I show you that we have a series of this kind of general AI. So that from my point of view, probably the most practical one I try to show you is how AI can help you, right? AI as a AI tutor, and then so that an AI for you to learn not only this course but many other things, right? Of course, AI can be useful for business, right? You say so that if using AI to do the market research about those company, and then And that was I'm for sure, 100% sure that this can be quite useful for those students. If you are not in engineering school, I do know that we do have students from the other school of science or business, so that the AI can be useful for your own major for sure. Huh? Do you say? So can you think about how to use the AI for business? Huh? We do have some students. Huh? How AI using for business school student? How does AI help you to now write the business plan? To analyze this company's financial, right? And try to make a competitive analysis. So the market research, how to write the business plan, do this kind of business analysis, right? SWOT analysis, and how you analyze all the data so that the multimodal AI can really change the way, traditional way, now for the business operation and business intelligence and many other things, financial things, things that. So that means I can also create the AI like CEO, AI CFO. How do you say? So that do you say actually I do try to create AI CFO and maybe see AI lawyer for the company, do you say? So that also possible. Let me show you. In the past more than 1 year, I gradually have much more. Actually, you can find the AI CFO. Huh? What do you think? Can you believe so that the CFO AI so that you see so that if you're big school so that can you use this kind of AI for business, for company? What do you think? For those students, right, in big school, what do you think? Please give a try about AI CFO, Chief Financial Officer. And this AI to understand this kind of knowledge. Knowledge means this AI have a knowledge database about what leading expert in the corporate finance. Okay, so that I enable this AI with the most advanced knowledge in the corporate finance. This AI is not for engineering, but design, so that this can really try to become one of very good this kind of AI, not AI tutor, AI as a financial advisor for company. What do you think? So this AI has their own knowledge. Prompt engineering, the next level is how you give it proprietary data knowledge, so that then it's unique or leading knowledge in this thing, right? This thing. Here, how to use. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes there's some internet connection problem. At least you see your financial thing, and then so that you see they can really give you some interesting guidance. You can ask questions and then recommend and some additional things, so that so that can really give you a lot more information about some industry, business model, financial, and main thing. So this is something I do think is useful for the student from different background, so that the financial management, capital budgeting, these are beyond our engineering, but it's something some students may want to learn. This kind of how to create your own AI for you, digital worker. In the near future, every company probably can hire a series AI digital worker to work for you. Do you understand? So that is also quite important for all you to think about, right? Do you understand? So that we should think about all this AI as the digital worker, right? And then human as a company worker work with AI worker all together. Do you understand? That's why we saw the AI augmentation. So this is something quite interesting, important in the near future. So I do believe probably in the near future, so that how this kind of structure of a business will be changed a little bit, right? So in the near future, it's not 100% human work for a company. There's at least some percentage of company they have higher AI workers. So that is also that's another thing, right? So you can also ask this kind of this thing, so that in the near future, right? So that in the near future, what happened to the company, the business operation, if AI become so advanced, so that how to change the business operation, beyond a typical conventional way. I would say that's also quite interesting, right? Do you say? So that especially you see, if all this kind of AI system, the intelligence it will reach exponentially, so that in the near future, so that I'll show you why. So that here, if the intelligence of the AI system GPT-4, Cloud 3 continue to grow, now big the human intelligence, so that what do you think about the impact on the business operation, the company, how the company try to look at how they run the business in terms of this kind of thing. Any comment? That would be, it's a huge impact, I would say. Of course, then the question is AI going to replace even, I have no job, replace the teacher? What do you think? Why you know, if this AI tutor become more intelligent, more knowledge, is all the teacher have no job? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What? What do you think? Actually, I asked AI, ChatGPT or GPT-4 about this question, so that actually they are very this kind of practical. Although this kind of GPT-4 3 not have all the knowledge, pick every human or like a teacher here, but what's the problem of AI now? AI is the only tutor. In terms of this kind of teaching and learning, right? So when I teach here, so that it's not over you this text to image. I have a lot more this kind of thing, right? So this GPT actually also mentioned as if you look at this kind of AI as a teacher, so that the lack of this kind of interaction between the human teacher and student. It's more than just text to text and text image. So that in the short term, I don't believe AI will replace teacher, because when we have engaged this kind of learning, right? So that it's not something going a very simple text to text image. There's a lot more the kind of dialogue and interaction, non-verbal interaction, right? In this kind of learning, this kind of thing, right? Interactive learning, so that in the near future, from my point of view, I don't believe AI will replace teacher. But of course, if your multimodal AI equip this kind of advanced robotics, then all the AI robot has a human sensation, then I don't know, or emotion, I don't know. But in the short term, I think AI can be a good AI tutor, but it cannot. But in the near future, if AI have all the human sensation and all that emotion, then I'm not sure. It's possible that they can try to replace a human teacher. In the short term, at least I probably still have job in the short term. But if in the future, if this kind of GPT-4 multimodal AI,
Hey, Figure One, what do you see right now?
Sensation, At this moment,
I
still,
see a red
the
apple on a
humans
plate
still
in the center of
long
the
way to
table,
go.
a drying rack with cups and a plate, and you standing nearby with your hand on the table.
Great, can I have something to eat?
Sure thing.
It's pretty good, but compared to human, still has a, I think, big difference.
Great. Can you explain why you did what you just did while you pick up this trash?
On it. So I gave you the apple because it's the only edible item I could provide you with from the table.
Great. So, based on the scene right now, where do you think the dishes in front of you go next?
The dishes on the table, like that plate and cup, are likely to go into the drying rack next.
Great. Can
Anyway,
you put
so
them
I
there?
just tell you that in the near future, I always think AI is always a
course.
very good tutor and assistant, digital assistant. Of course, for some coding, computer coding, now it's clear. Low end, this kind of AI computer coding, 100% will replace the human engineer. That's 100% sure. But for more complicated, this kind of involve or deal with a human thing, right? For example, those medical doctor in hospital. So all the AI, I believe, still as the very good AI digital assistant. It will not will not replace the human, this kind of medical doctor. That's for sure. Of course, there's an additional issue for this kind of if AI to do the medical diagnosis, if there's some problem, and then who is responsible for this kind of a problem, right? If I using AI to detect, okay, you got cancer, and then who is responsible? So in the short term, AI system, I will say, give you very good thing for medical doctor, and medical doctor will make a decision because there's some liability issue. See that liability issue, so that the AI for medical imaging, medical diagnosis, AI for like self-driving car. That's another quite important thing. If Tesla car, Tesla this kind of the car has a trouble, and then now you're using self-driving car AI to do self-driving and have some accident. Who is responsible for this kind of accident and the driver die? What do you think? That's a liability issue. So it's beyond technology. So that of course there's another thing why all the AI in the near future will face an important thing in terms of safety and ethical issue. So that is something in the near future. I would say still a lot more issue but for sure this AI will have huge impact on every industry, every like student like you and me. So that that's no doubt at all. Yeah. Anyway, so that we reach a thing. Of course, I also give you this thing why. So Elon Musk also crazy, but what do you think? Is it crazy or not? So that in the near future, he make this kind of array of thousands of microelectrons implantable biomed device in a human brain, so that in the near future, human brain directly talk to AI, have this computer. What do you think? This is another ethical issue, you say. So that of course, I think would be from the viewpoint of Elon Musk, the research engineer point of view is our brain computer interface using the typing and the voice is too slow. So if you already have this kind of biomed chip, right? You have 1,000 electron and directly connect to supercomputer AI, so that would be much more efficient. But I would say still is one of quite controversial thing. Okay, and anyway, I think we reached this kind of quite interesting thing. Now make some simple conclusion. I believe that this kind of ChatGPT trigger this kind of the real industrial revolution. We're in this kind of AI 2.0. Compared to AI 1.0 is all the AI systems, you have to teach them about saying now we have self-learning, right? Once you give them a lot of big data, they keep learning, right? And then, so you can see we have basically this kind of AI system going to brainstorming, market research, right? AI robot system, general AI for this thing, and for start thing, and also business and AI for education. Of course, Moore's law for AI, right? And AI micro sensor for AI. That's why I asked you to look at Masayoshi-san, right? The richest guy in Japan. How micro sensor with AI a huge impact in the near future, right? Ethical AI, responsible AI. Of course, another quite important thing is the founder and CEO of Huawei. So 5G is small business. Now this AI will be much huge enterprise. Okay, so this is something so that you probably cannot imagine. Now, founder and CEO of Huawei, he started his own company with 20,000 Chinese yuan, and then it's huge, big international technology company. So that again, from point of view, I do believe this kind of AI will huge. If you leverage AI, and all of you can be much more efficient, and also in terms of making money, so that he have a huge impact in human society. Okay, so that is something. Again, so I don't know, do you have any question? Any questions about things? So I spend more time, but I do believe this will probably you can. I do hope you give a try. And this AI tutor for free, so why not get it free? And of course, if you have budget, try to get a ChatGPT plus account, then that it will be has another level advanced AI tutor among you. Okay, I think probably that's it for today's lecture. I do hope that you can really get some good this kind of insight for this special topic. Of course, I will already invite the Hong Kong CIC manager give the guest this kind of guest lecture, right? So that we do have this kind of more 100 people in Hong Kong CRC work on the robotics automation, and then so that so we will have one special guest lecture from Hong Kong CRC, and of course we do have some job opportunity for our students, like Hong Kong government ITF provide the STEM internship project, so that again we will have some this kind of special guest lecture from Hong Kong CRC. This is a 300 million Hong Kong dollar research center grant work with UC Berkeley, so that that is something. And of course, the government Hong Kong government do want us to provide some job opportunity for our UC students, so that I will let our Hong Kong CRC manager to have one lecture for all of you to understand some current status. At this moment, we have 3 start company related to the conjoined robotic spin off from this 100 people, this kind of research center. So that definitely they do have some need some hire some intern students, so that at least this give you some additional information. And okay, so I think that's it for today's lecture. Okay, bye bye.